Well, this isn't the Cretaceous. That's because you start life as an egg. One of about 20, buried in a shallow nest your mother scraped into the dirt and immediately abandoned. No parenting here. You're on your own before you've even cracked the shell. You hatch. You are roughly the size of a turkey. Let that sink in. The most feared predator in the history of life on Earth just hatched out of an egg looking like something you'd find at a petting zoo. But you're already dangerous. You have teeth. Full, serrated teeth right out of the gate, and an instinct to use them on anything that moves. You immediately eat a lizard. Good start. Now here's the first thing nobody tells you about being a T-Rex. You are covered in feathers. Not fully. Patches of coarse, bristle-like feathers along your back and neck. You look less like the monster from Jurassic Park and more like an angry, oversized chicken that could bite through a car. Scientists confirmed this in 2004, and nobody has really emotionally recovered since. Let's see what's next. Your first few years are basically just eating and growing. You add around 1.5 feet of height every single year during your teenage phase, which makes you a genuinely terrifying teenager. Most predators your age are being cautious. You are not being cautious. You are 8 feet long, and you have decided that the juvenile Edmontosaurus over there looks like a good idea. It was a good idea. You're doing great. Something that helps you hunt is your vision. You have some of the best eyesight of any predator alive in the Cretaceous. Binocular vision, like an owl or a hawk, giving you incredible depth perception. You can track a moving target from hundreds of meters away. The catch is that your brain is almost entirely wired for movement. If something holds completely still, there's a decent chance you simply won't see it. Jurassic Park actually got that right. If you'd stayed perfectly still in that Jeep, the T-Rex might have walked straight past you. Probably. Don't test it. You are now a sub-adult T-Rex, about 17 feet long, a few hundred kilograms, and entering the most dangerous growth phase of your life. Your jaw isn't fully developed yet, so you're still targeting small to medium prey. Hadrosaurs, juvenile ceratopsians, anything that can't fight back too hard. What you do have is speed. Young T-Rexes are fast, probably hitting around 30 kilometers an hour at your age, faster than a human sprinter. As you get larger and heavier, that speed will drop off. But right now, you are a lean, quick, feathered nightmare, and everything in a 3-kilometer radius knows it. You spot an Edmontosaurus lagging behind its herd. You go for it. Here's something fascinating about how you kill things. Your bite force at this age is already around 3,000 pounds of pressure. By the time you're fully grown, it'll be 8,000. More than any land animal ever measured. But right now, you're still learning the technique. You don't just bite. You bite and twist, using your whole neck like a weapon, tearing chunks free rather than trying to hold on. It's less elegant than the movies. It's considerably more effective. The hadrosaur does not survive. You eat, you grow. Something else in the tree line watches and decides today is not the day. Smart. You are now an adult T-Rex, 13 meters long, 8 tons. The most powerful terrestrial predator that has ever existed on this planet. Let's see what you've actually got. Your arms. Let's address the arms. They're tiny. Genuinely, embarrassingly tiny. Locked to your chest, completely unable to reach your own mouth. Scientists have spent decades trying to figure out why you have them at all. The best theory anyone's come up with is that they helped you stand up from a lying position. That's it. The arms that look like they could rip a car in half are basically just a getting up tool. The most feared predator on Earth needed its pathetic little limbs to get off the ground in the morning. You don't know this. You've never thought about it. Moving on. What you do have is your jaw. 8,000 pounds of bite force. Your teeth are serrated and designed not just to cut, but to crush. You eat bone. Whole. Paleontologists have found fossilized T-Rex droppings. Yes, they've found your toilet. And they're packed with crushed bone fragments because you digest the whole animal. Nothing goes to waste. You are the most efficient consumer that has ever lived. A triceratops has wandered too close to your territory. Young one, maybe 2 tons. It sees you. Everything it has fires at once. Horns forward, frill flushed red, planting its feet into the ground like it's daring you to try. It has 3 horns made of solid bone and a neck shield that can absorb a significant impact. This is not going to be straightforward. You circle. Here's the thing about how you actually hunt. The movies show you sprinting, closing distance in seconds, an unstoppable force of nature. Your actual top speed as a fully grown adult is closer to 20 kilometers an hour. A decent cyclist could stay ahead of you on a flat road. Your size works against acceleration. 8 tons of animal takes a long time to get moving. What you have instead is patience. You pressure, you follow. You stay close enough that your prey can't stop running, close enough that exhaustion becomes your weapon. And you wait for the moment something goes wrong on their end. The Triceratops lunges. You step aside. The horns pass close enough that you feel the air shift. You don't flinch. You wait. 3 minutes later, it's over. You eat, including the bones. Now here's the part that gets T-Rex fans upset. You are not a pure predator. You are an opportunist. You scavenge, happily, efficiently, and without any shame whatsoever. You will follow the smell of a dead animal for kilometers. You will steal a kill from a smaller predator without hesitation. You will eat something that has already been dead for 2 days if the situation calls for it. Some scientists think you are primarily a scavenger. Others think you are primarily a predator. The real answer is that you did not care about either label. You are 8 tons of warm-blooded animal with a metabolism that demands constant fuel. You eat what you find when you find it. That's why your lineage dominated this planet for over 2 million years, while everything around you came and went. You're not a monster. You're just very, very good at eating. You are around 28 years old now, ancient by the standards of your species. Most T-Rexes don't make it past 30. Your bones carry the evidence of a life lived hard. A healed rib fracture, a bite mark on your jaw that calcified years ago from a fight you won. Wear on your joints from carrying 8 tons of yourself around for 3 decades. You are at the river as the sun goes down. You lower your head to drink. You do not know what is coming. There is no reason you would. In 66 million years of life on this planet, nothing has ever fallen from the sky. The sky has never been a threat. You have never looked up and felt afraid. 30,000 years from now, that changes. But right now, the water is cold against your jaw. The Cretaceous air smells like green things and volcanic rock. And somewhere behind you in the dark, The forest is alive with creatures that will not exist in 30,000 years either. You are the apex of 170 million years of evolution. Everything that came before you was a test run. You are what the test was building toward. You lift your head. You breathe. And somewhere above the clouds, so far away that no eye on Earth could see it, a rock 12 kilometers wide is already on its way. That's your life as a T-Rex. If you want to live as something even stranger next week, you know what to do. Subscribe to Your Life As. We've got a Velociraptor episode coming that's going to make you question everything you thought you knew. It's smaller than a turkey, and it wants to kill you. See you there.